now, the Hamilton Southeastern School Board formally accepted the resignation of their superintendent, Yvonne Stokes. It happened less than an hour ago during a special board meeting.
Fox 59's Cameron Riddle was in that meeting. Cameron, we understand you're with some concerned parents now.
Yep, with some concerned parents and a note full of information of what happened and did not happen inside of this morning's special school board meeting, where at that meeting it was made official that Dr. Yvonne Stokes, the superintendent who was first brought in July of 2021, has resigned effective today. Dr. Stokes was the first black superintendent here at HSE. This is the fourth largest school district in the state of Indiana, and to be quite frank with you, inside of that school board meeting, which you can watch in its entirety online, race was at the center of this topic. It's what you'll hear from some of the parents we're going to talk to here in just a second. Right now, Matt Kegley, who this morning was the assistant superintendent, has now taken over as the interim superintendent. Now, in this school board meeting, that had an unusual start time of 7 a.m., which I'll get to in just a second. Multiple parents spoke. 3 parents spoke to the school board, all voicing their displeasure for the way that Dr. Yvonne Stokes has been treated. They say that it's basically been a toxic work environment for her, and she was forced to resign from her job because of the conditions that she was working under. Multiple accusations that were just flat out brought by parents to the school board. I asked school board President Dawn Lang directly about those complaints from parents, and she said that those were things that she could not confirm or deny, but she would only tell me that she thought that Dr. Stokes was a nice person. I asked her, did you think that she was a competent person in her job? She said so much of her evaluation was confidential. I asked her, as president of the board, is this something that you wanted? She said that she was honoring the wishes of Dr. Stokes to resign. I asked her, would you have preferred her to stay as superintendent? And that was information that she said that she also could not go into because it was personnel matters. The parents here are making it painstakingly clear about what is at the center of this. Jamie Cairns and Stephanie Hunt got up early this morning to come to this school board meeting that you acknowledge is at an unusual time that a lot of parents could not come to.
Sure. Our elementary schools start at 7:40. Students have to be there at 7:25. So when you put a meeting at 7 a.m., you prevent parents, teachers, administrators in those buildings from being here. So I think it was very deliberate. Most of the time they hold their full meetings at 7 p.m. at night when people have a better availability to attend.
You know, a lot of times we dance around the topic of race, and you guys went straight to it. You ladies, let's be clear, you are a group of white women, a first black superintendent. You guys are making this clear what this is about.
Well, I'm actually a white woman with black children. My husband and I are a multiracial family, and Dr. Stokes meant something for me. It meant something for my kids to be able to see a black woman in a position of power. And when she was hired, I was happy. And I am unhappy with the record that this board has, since 5 members of this board have had since coming into office or into their positions earlier this year.
We're going to talk some more. I don't have enough time to go through the length of what happen here because we have to take a commercial break, unfortunately. But we're going to come back and we're going to continue to talk with more of these parents and let you know. But just to wrap this up and be clear, I asked, why was this school board meeting at 7 o'clock when there's also special, regularly scheduled school board meetings next week? President Lang said, due to their commitments of their contract that they agreed to with Dr. Stokes, they had to do it today to get the new superintendent in. I asked, could this not have been something that waited 12 hours when students, parents, people who were already at work could attend? And they said that this was the time that it needed to be done. Much more here to unpack from Hamilton Southeastern, but that is the very latest. I'm Cameron Riddle, Fox 59 News.